Yo, what is good, everyone? So today I'm going to show you guys how I made Google's homepage using React.js. Now here is just the UI, fairly simple to do, but here's what I'm going to show you guys how I made today, and then let's just take a look at Google's official website. Almost exactly, not exactly perfect, but they got this little footer that I didn't include, but for the most part, you can see it's almost identical, and then you can feel free to refactor the code, add your own fancy touches to it. But pretty much here you can actually go ahead and put links. You want to add like custom pages, go ahead, you can go through here. And then I just went back to the normal menu from there. But this is what I'm gonna make today, fairly simple and easy with React.js. So without further ado, let's hop over to my code editor and let's get started. Alright, so here I am on VS Code. Feel free to open up whatever code editor you want. I already created a folder called a Google homepage and -yt. So I'm already inside of this. So all I'm gonna do is create the React app. Now you can use the terminal too, it doesn't really matter, but let's do npx and then create -react-app. And pretty much since I've already made the folder, I'm just gonna go ahead and just go and type in the name of this project. So we can just say Google homepage, and I'll press enter. Now pretty much this is going to load, and then once it is done, I'll see you on the other side. Alright, so it is done, so I'm gonna go ahead and cd into the Google homepage file, and then I'm gonna go ahead and since I already have VS Code open, I'm gonna say just code.r. I'm gonna just open it up right here, and technically if it's not open already, you can just go ahead and do just code space dot. But pretty much here, typical React app. So if you've made a React app before, then you already know. But in case you haven't, feel free to check the docs too for more info. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna press Command J, bring up my terminal. Now I have yarn, so when I say yarn start really quick, and it's most likely gonna make me create another file. So let me just go ahead and let's copy this link here. If you don't have this, you can skip it, but I'm just gonna do a new file here. .env. Wait, hold on. .env. Paste. Boom. And up arrow. Let's do yarn start again. Let's see if it opens up. So since it's already running, because I have it right there, I just type yes. And once it is done, it should show up. Alright, perfect. We got it going right there. So we can just go ahead and make sure everything's working. So I'll go like app.js really quick. And this isn't the SRC, by the way. Here we can just get rid of all this. And I'll just be like, yo, let's see. There we go. Alright, so first things first. Now this is a super simple like base level just structure. It's not super complex. So feel free to refactor the code. But I'm just going to give you guys like the base template. And then you can go ahead and mess around with it after. But let's create a folder, just call it components. And if you don't like my structure, feel free to change it up. But here I just want to keep things pretty simple. Have like images. Let's do a new one. Let's just call it pages. And I'm gonna make another one called styles, just because I didn't want to like retype my styles for the pages over and over, so I just made my own custom one. And pretty much here, let's go and let's start adding some components. So first thing, I'll just do a new file. Call this one home.js, and then I'll call another one navbar.js. And home, I just named it home, is like the search bar area. If you want to make these like separate, feel free. But for simplicity's sake, I think this is pretty simple. Alright, now make sure you guys, if you go to the extensions, you have ES7. I'll type in. You got this one right here, because I'm gonna do some shortcuts that might not show up if you don't have these. So like I'll do like RAFCE. Press enter. Now I've got the home action here. I'll press H1 tab. I'll just say home really quick. So I hit save. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me do save here. And then when I go to app.js, let's test it out. Logo, we can delete this. App.css, we're not going to use that, so it don't really matter. But just save it here, and then I'm going to say Home, and when I press enter, it didn't autocomplete. So let me make sure I try that one more time. Because typically when you have it, let's see if I erase the E. One sec. O-M-E. There we go. Now it imports automatically. I hit save, and now we got home right there. So looks like it's connected properly. Now I'm gonna hit this plus sign really quick because I want to add some stuff. So I'm gonna add yarn, add style dash components, and then also I'm gonna do react dash router dash DOM. That should be all the ones for now, at least for this website design. And then once those finish up, we can go ahead and start adding some code. So for the most part, after that's installed, I'm gonna go and do import styled from styled components. And again, if you don't like style components, you can do CSS, whatever floats your boat, but it's basically just another way to write CSS. And here, let's go ahead and let's just start adding in some code. So first off, let's just go here and let me just erase this stuff here. So actually, I'm gonna D highlights in both. I'll just call this container. And pretty much, I want to have is all of our icons, buttons, or nav, pretty much all of that stuff. So for the first thing, I think is going to be easiest is we'll do the Navbar actually, because technically that's the one on top. But for now, let's just go here and let me just finish this off really quick, and then we'll come back. So for like this, the container, I'm just going to say like const container equals to style.div double backticks, and let's do display flex direction column here. That way it just doesn't like it doesn't mess it up. And not much is happening right now, but that's not a big deal. So let's go to Navbar really quick, and let's do RAFCE, and let's do the Navbar first because it's the top thing. So here, import styled from stock components, and then also let's go and inside this nav, let's start creating our stock components. So first, let's just do like nav. Actually, yeah, let's get rid of this. Call this nav, like that, and then I'm gonna call this left links. Again, I'm doing this for tutorial sake, so you know like what I'm typing. But this is just the navs on the left side of the screen. So for instance, I'll call this like nav links here, and it's pretty much about. And then also in here, this is gonna be just a React router link. So 2 equals to /abouts. And since it's a link, it's not href, like a href tag, so you have to use 2 instead. And then store, this will just be store here. And then pretty much I can just copy this right here. Underneath left links, I'll just call this right links. And pretty much just change these up here. So let's call this like Gmail. This one here, Gmail, and then images right here. And then I'm gonna have the icons and all that stuff. Now I got them straight from like Google's thing. Like if you were to like inspect the page, and pretty much you can copy and paste the code. So I already have it copied. So technically, if you wanted to, you could just like go to my GitHub. But this one's going to be another nav link too, by the way. So for instance here, let's just scroll this down. Now I didn't put these to any pages, so I just put like a slash here. And you can go in, and inside of this one, this is where the icons go in, right? So the first one, I'm gonna go ahead and just copy the code I got. It's just the SVG. So I'm just gonna go and copy this in. And then this is gonna pop up as the icon, which you'll see in a second. And let me save really quick, and let's import this to app.js so you can see this in case you guys are like going crazy. So I'll just do like navbar auto imports, and then I'll save. And that's one thing too. We gotta go back here and let's just add these really quick. So like const nav equals to style dots nav backticks, and then I got left links, nav links, right links, and pretty much here let's go ahead and let's do first do left links. So left links is just gonna be pretty much a div. So div and be a div here, and then we have, I think it's the nav links too. So nav links. Now these are gonna be React Router links, but let's actually do this. Yeah, you do parentheses and you just do link, and then I gotta import it at the top. Import. Let's do link from React Router DOM. Boom, right there. Hopefully it should not have any issues. But yeah, okay. One thing too is we gotta wrap this. So what you could do is you can go to the index.js right here. I mean, just the way I did it, but I'll just wrap this with like a router, and then I'll take the other piece right here, and then I'll just say import browser router as router from React Router DOM. That's, then I'll save it again, and now we got this right here. So now you can see this like icon, and you're wondering how I get it. Just literally inspect the page, and then just take the code of the SVG if you don't want to have to find your own icon for it, right? Now for the other one, the other thing, I actually have the I made this profile, this one on Figma, and I just made it R and blue because of React. So if you don't want to do that, you can just take the code from technically the actual like profile image. You can download that too, or you can just make a little circle on Figma and basically use that too. So let me actually go ahead and I'm gonna find my actual like photo and I'll drag it over really quick. Alright, so I just dragged it in so you can see it's a little pretty much circle with the R in it. And now that's gonna be the next link, which is this. So far we got the main ones. So I'm gonna go back, and now under this we have technically I have nav link and then right link. So under this nav link right here, this last one, I'm just gonna make another one. Just call this link, and then 2 equals to slash, close it out, and then this is gonna be an image. So I'm gonna say image. SRC is gonna be profile. I'll just name that profile, and I'll just call this like profile here. And then at the top, I'm just gonna import it. So I'll just do like imports profile from slash images slash profile. So I save it. We should have a little R right here. Perfect. Now that's pretty much the nav. Now all we need to do is just style this up, right? So it wasn't too crazy. So again, if you don't like the name, I mean, feel free to change them. But just for simplicity's sake, I just kept it like this. Now here, this is the way I just styled it. There's a bunch of ways you could do this, but I just say like display flex, just like content space between right here, align items will be center, height 60 pixels, and I put font size 14 pixels. Now I don't have the exact fonts, I think, or the sizings for Google, but for the most part, I mean, it's pretty close, I'd say. So again, if you want to make it perfect, you can check out their CSS and mess around with it. But for nav links, let's just do padding, and I'll just do 0.8 pixels. Text decoration right here, be none. Colors, put hashtag 00. And then for the SVG, let's just make it height 24 pixels with 34 pixels. So far, that's what we got going on. And then let's do the left link now. So here, let's just do left link. And here just say padding 10 pixels, margin dash left 10 pixels. And then for the right, let's just do same padding, but actually just do padding 10 pixels, margin dash right 16. Display, let's do flex and align items center right here. And for the most part, I mean, nothing crazy, but you can see it's fairly basic navbar. Now Google's is like a little slightly spaced out a little bit, and they got a different font, but for the most part, if you want to be perfect, feel free to, you know, mess around with that stuff. Now, the one thing too is I added like a custom thing. So what you could do, like you see how the logo, little 9 dots are kind of close to the R, but this one's a little spread out. So if you don't like it, and you don't want to add like another style, you can just do /macro right here. And then on the actual SVG, so like I have it nav links right here, right? So this wraps this whole thing. I can have my own custom CSS, so I can be like CSS equals curly brace, and then just like backticks, and just say like padding dash right, and it's 20 pixels right there. And then I'll just close it like that, and just hit save. And see, now you got a little space action here, so it looks kind of similar now to Google's. And then pretty much, if you want to make it perfect, I mean, feel free to go mess around with that. And then pretty much that's the navbar right there. Now the next thing is I want to actually make sure these routes work, right? Because it's useless if like you click here and nothing happens. So one, we go to pages, and this is like the most, I'd say, basic way to do this. But we can go here, do like new file. I'll just call this like one. We can say, because I already have this called home, I'll just call this one home page.js. And then we can call another one, let's just do abouts.js. And then we got store.js. Then we got gmail.js. And then we got images.js. Now here we can just go in here, do REFCE, and then basically do like home. You can say home page here, go to Gmail, REFCE, and just type like Gmail, go to abouts, and just rinse and repeat this for all the pages, just so you know like when you click on the link it works or not. Images, do save REFCE, and then say images, and then store REFCE, and just do store. So now, when you click, nothing's gonna happen, right? Because it's these routes aren't actually put on the app. So like when you go here to app, we actually have to add these routes. So first thing is, we don't need to have this class stuff up here. You can delete that. So I'll just keep like a little fragment here for now. Now for this, we can get rid of this home really quick, and then we can say route this with a switch because it's React router, and then we have to pass our routes. So use routes. And then paths equal to whatever your link you want. Use exact since it's the home, and then component is the home component. And then here, and then we can just do shift below, except we can get rid of this exact here. And then I'll just call this one like the abouts, and then just call this the about. And then by press enter, you can see it actually updated here. Now the only difference is these ones don't have exact, so I can do shift all down. See store Gmail images. So here, let's just change this one up to store. This one is, hold up, go here, store, and then we got Gmail. We got Gmail here, and then we got images. And we got images here. Now it should have, let me erase so it imports everything. And if it's not working autocomplete, you have to just manually type it in. Now, it's gonna say one route's not defined, switch not defined. So what we have to do, it'll go up here and say, actually, yeah, we need to put that here. Imports, and then curly braces, switch, and then routes from React router. Boom, right there. And now you can see everything is styled just like that. So now what we're gonna do is, one, I don't want all of these like these pages to look like this, so we can go to styles and do like just call this one like center.js. Now this is extra, you don't have to do this, but just for like making everything styled properly, I'm just gonna do it for now, and it's super quickly. And I'm gonna say export const, let's call this container equals to style.div, go backtick, and then I'm gonna say like display flex, just like content, let's do center, align items, let's do center, and then height, 90 viewport height here. And then what we need to do is just wrap everything in container. So it'd be like container. Again, my naming, you don't have to copy my name. You can name this whatever you want. But now you notice when I click on about, it's nice and clean and centered. And I don't have to sit there and style like every single thing with the exact same thing. And then also, yeah, I got imports. Same here. Container. And then also here. Container. And again, this is optional, but since I already made this from the original version, might as well show you guys how to do it. So now everything looks nice and neat. Now, let's go make this part right here. So, for the most part, I'm sure if you guys made stuff with React, probably you could figure this out yourself, but hopefully this made it easier and quicker, then you can refactor it to whatever floats your boats. Now here, pretty much, let's go and start adding in some code. Alright, so first off, I got this container thing right here, and then the difference is I have my own custom thing right there. And then next is we have our logo section. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. And I'm just gonna call this like logo section here. And this is gonna be straight up an image. And this is straight from just Google. So like if you want to get the logo, just literally inspect the page and then just copy the link of the image. So here I have it right there if you want to copy it too. So technically if I hit save, well, let's do const logo section equals styled. Let's do div really quick just so error doesn't work. So boom, just image straight from Google's thing. And then here's, I just named this the search section, right? Now again, if you're actually gonna use like Google's setup, you're gonna have to, refactor a little bit, but just for simplicity, UI sake, well actually let's do search section here. And then I'll just put form action / method gets role equals. This form doesn't do anything, so it's kind of, you don't really need this right now if you're just doing like UI purposes, but let's just have it there anyways. And then pretty much now I'm gonna call this search, and then I'll have the search icon, which would be like the little magnifying glass. Now I have the SVG. Again, you can go into Google's, I'll paste mine in, but like go to Google, right click on this, inspect it, and then hover over the icon and get this code, or copy the exact code right like this, which you literally get the exact code right there. And then under the search icon, well actually let me just keep it right there. I don't want to make it confusing too much. So far this is what we got, right? Now when I save it, it's gonna go crazy. So now let's do search section, form, search, and then search icon. So let's do search section. Let's do form, nothing on that one. Let's do just search, and then let's do search icon. Okay, boom, there we go so far. And now under that, let's do the actual, so here the search icon. Under it, let's do search input. type equals to text, and I'll sub-close this, and then I'm gonna have the mic icon. So mic icon, and basically that's the mic icon, right? So I copied this again from Google's thing, so I'm pasting in the SVG. So if you don't know how, go here, right click, inspect page, and hover over this and get the code from there, which you would get this exact thing right here. And then after the mic icon, under search and under form, there's another section. I just call this the button section. I just press tab, and then here just kept this simple. Just put button and just put like Google search, and then command shift alt or command. Is command alt down arrow, command option down arrow, depending on your keyboard. And then here just say like I'm getting lucky. And now hit save. Is gonna be a bunch of errors. So let's do search output, mic icon, button section. Actually, it should be inputs, and then mic icon right here, mic icon, and then button section, Save it here, and for the most part, let's see. Search input is not defined. Did I not? Hold up. What line is that? 27. 27. Hold on, JS. Hold on, let me make sure. Am I tripping out? Search icon. That's not even the right line. Hold up. Okay, I was like, what's going on? Okay. False alert. Okay, so here, this is what we got so far. You can see the icon, boom, bam, and our button is right here. Alright, so now, let's make this look a lot better. So first off, let's go to the logo section. And let's do display flex direction, column, and then let's do align items center. Let's do min height. Let's do 290 pixels, and then height. Let's do calc of 100% minus 560 px. Save that really quick, and then there we have that right there. Now for the search section, let's go here and let's add some code right here. Also, yeah, in the logo section, let's do the image too. I forgot. So the image, hold on, we'll just have right, image curly brace. Let's make the width 272 pixels, height 92 pixels, margin dash top, auto. Boom. Okay, there we go. Nice and small. Okay, perfect. Now search section. Let's go. Let's do padding 20 pixels. Display flex. Justify content center. Flex direction column. Column here. And I don't like keep doing that. Alright, so far that's what we got so far. Form just ignore for this video, but feel free to use that if you need to actually utilize it. But for UI sakes, it doesn't really matter. Display for search will be flex, align items, center. Save it for now really quick. Okay, now we have it. It's invisible right now, but once we fix everything, you'll see in a second. Padding 0 pixels by 14. Under that we got background. Let's make sure it's white. Hashtag FFF. Border dash, oh no, what was it? Border 1 pixel solid. Hashtag will be DFE1E5. And then we got box shadow, none. Border radius, 24 pixels. C index 3. Height 44. Margin 0 auto. Max width 584. So let's save it here. Now you got a little search action here. Okay, you can kind of see it. You probably see it better on your computer. But next, let's do the actual yeah, let's do the search icon here. So let's do color. Let's do hashtag 9 AA0A6. Height, let's do 30 pixels. Width, pixels. Padding dash right, 10 pixels. Display, flex, then align items. Okay, you see the screen, center. And then here's the thing. So if you save this right now, you see how like color, it didn't actually change it. So since SVG, I'll just and SVG, curly brace, and I found that if you use fill and then do the color, 9AA0A6, then when you save it actually will change. And that's like the little bug I was messing around with trying to fix it, but figured that one out. Now in terms of these search inputs, let's actually do the mic icon first, and then we'll mess around with other stuff. So mic icon, let's do let's go into here. Say display, flex, cursor, pointer, line items, center, border, 0, background, transparent, outline is none, padding is 0, 8 pixels, width is 40 pixels, line height is 44 pixels, and height, let's do 44 pixels, and then SVG under this, so let me bring this up real quick. SVG, let's do height 24 pix, width 24 pix. Whoa, what is that? For like weight or whatever. Like, let's do width, and then vertical line will be middle. Alright, so we said it really quick. Alright, there we go. Got a little hold on. Oh yeah, that's why I forgot the, there we go. Alright, there we go. Now search input, it's like, why is it all the way over there? So what we have to do is do a display flex, flex 1, height 40px, background color, transparent, borders none, margin is 0, padding is 0, color RGBA 0, 0, 0, 0.87. Word dash wrap is break dash word, and then outline is none, and then let's do height 34 pixels and font size 16 pixels. Say this really quick. Bam, and now we can see this is what it looks like right here. Now this actually should be input, that's why it's like there. Now we can click into it. Bada bing, bada boom, there we go. Now let's do button section right here. And that's basically the, I'd say the most simple one. So let's say display flex here. Justify content, center, height. Let's see, hold up. Height 70 px right here. And then padding dash top is 18 px, top 53 px, C index do 0. And then under here though, because watch, if I save it, it's not done yet. I actually have to go here because little too thick looking buttons. So let's do button, and let's say background color. Let's do hashtag F8 F9FA. Then let's do border, hold up, border. Then I have 1 pixel solid. Then hashtag F8 F9FA. Then we got border radius, hold up, border dash radius. Let's do 4 pixels. Let's do color, hashtag 3C F0 F3, and let's do font family, Roboto, comma, Arial, comma, sans serif. Then font size, let's do 14 pixels. Margin is 11 pixels by 4 pixels. Let's do padding 0 by 16 pixels. Line height is 27 pixels. Under here, let's do height 36. Min width, let's do 54. Text align, center, cursor pointer, and user select none. Alright, so let's save this. And bam, there we go. Now the thing is with this font, it looks a little different than with the original. But for the most part, I mean, it's pretty similar, pretty close. Now you could add global styles, which I'll just go ahead and show you in case you're wondering. So let me just go create a new file on src and just do like global .js, and then here we can just say like imports creates global style from styled components. You can say const global style equals to creates global style double backticks, and then pretty much we can just do like the shift 8, margin 0, padding 0, box sizing, border, text box, font family is Roboto, comma, sans serif here, and then under, well actually out of this, we'll say HTML, comma, body, overflow -x, just put it hidden for now. Save it. Now we have to actually add this to the app.js. So technically we can put this like right here on the top. So I'll just put here global, let's see, global style, import, save it. Now if you wanted to actually import the text, you can just straight up go and to like the public index.html and just like add it right above the head tag. But for the most part, the font, I mean, it looks almost identical. So again, if you do want to add custom font, feel free to go to that file. But I mean, for the most part, if we do Command Shift, Command Shift C, check the console, and let me just make sure. Go zoom back out really quick. Oh yeah, this should be global style. What happened here? Import. Oh yeah, see, I think imported that wrong. Hold on, make sure. Import global, yeah, it shouldn't be this. It should be import global style from style components. Now if I save it, let's try this again. Let's see what the error this time is. And this is on, in case a component for constants.js. Alright, so let me check this really quick. Alright, yeah, that's why. It should be from, my bad, what am I saying? From close dot slash global styles. So now, alright, so did I not export this one? Okay, yeah. Export. Now let's see if this works. Not working. Oh yeah, let's do export default. Let's do that instead. Export default global style. Oh yeah, why did I put S? It should be this. Here. There we go. Alright, I don't know what happened. Little minor typos, but now if I check the console, no errors. So far, so good. So yeah, this little basic template, nothing fancy. And then when we change the pages, you can see everything looks as if we showed earlier. So again, super simple, basic way I did this. Feel free to refactor the code, send me your updates, how you changed it up. And then also, if you haven't already, feel free to like this video, comment down below your thoughts, subscribe for more content, share this with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.